Right. I believe everything is good. Hello everybody, Vlad here, the community manager of Daviddtech. Welcome to the 19th edition of the Elite Backtesters webinar, presentation, group meeting, however you wish to call it. Maybe with the 20th edition we're going to have like a strict name, like if it's either a webinar or a presentation or a get together, who knows. Yeah, let's just jump right into the presentation. I hope you guys can see my screen. Everything is okay. The disclaimer, take care guys with the financial decisions. That's 100% up to you. Fake profiles, take care with the give me $1, I give it you back, or just invest into some random cryptocompany.com or something like that. The only way we are asking you to support the Daviddtech community is only through Patreon or the Daviddtech website. That's it. Welcome everybody. I see a couple people have joined already. Hopefully everyone else will join as well within the presentation. If you guys have any questions, feel free to interrupt me about what you are seeing. At the end, we also have a part of, let's say, open discussions where we can discuss everything related to Daviddtech as a whole or related to crypto itself, as you wish. Today's topics is going to be the new submits that happened, I believe, since last Wednesday when we had our previous elite backtesters get together. And the next week is going to be another special one. We have the November review, uh, where we are going to evaluate the setups which have been submitted to me through the month of November, and we're going to have a chart where we can see each and everybody who have submitted their performance as well. And of course, the classic, we're going to do a short introduction for the newcomers in case anybody here has no idea what's happening at the moment. And within the open discussions, we have a January month schedule on where we are going to be more active towards the voice channel. So in case guys you are, let's say, very new to, I don't know, Botify, and you are going to check the schedule and see that either me, William, or both of us are in the voice chat, you can just jump in, ask us the question, turn on the share screen, or send us the maybe if it's an issue with trigger the trade, send us directly the alert log and we can debunk it together. And of course, if there is something related to some personal issue like an email address or something like that, we can jump in into a private conversation and can fix it there. Right, so let's get into the new submissions for the last week. Here we have an active setup which was submitted to me in between this period. It's on BTC on 1 hour time frame. What we have here, so here we have a problem which is related to TradingView. Apparently TradingView cannot like differentiate losses in a row from, let's say, from a full loss to something like let's say a trailing stop loss or something like that. That's why maybe you're going to see here like maximum losses in a row, which is the number 3, and we have here like 4 losses in a row. So this number 3 would indicate us that those are the full losses. Like for example, if we have like a fixed stop loss, like for example 5%, and they are like for example 3 maximum losses in a row. If there is in between a trailing stop loss that happened, that triggered, then it would be 4. But unfortunately, TradingView cannot differentiate those to be like, for example, as a whole, for my example before, 4. So yeah, maybe in the future with an update to the TradingView side, maybe from our side, we are going to differentiate them to a better understanding. However, it will not be clear because they are like different losses. So maybe in the future, when TradingView allows it to like count all of the separate losses, we can introduce another row in our table to which we can have, for example, a maximum total losses in a row rather than just the maximum losses in a row. Again, that's something for the future to keep in mind. That's valid, I believe, with also wins in a row, which would be the full wins in a row rather than uh, the uh, the fixed losses in wins in a row. For example, if we have again fixed take profit, which would be like, for example, 5%, all of the trades that ended with 5% in a row would be counted. If there is in between a trade that has been triggered by a forced exit, which is still in the profit, it would be not counted. So yeah, it is what it is. We are waiting for a trading view update so we can also create something on our end as well. The strategy performance is amazing if you ask me. We have above 10,000% net profit. Total closed trades is 157, a little lower considering it's a 1 hour strategy. But yeah, it is what it is. The percentage profitable above 84%, which is great. Profit factor amazing, above 3. And maximum drawdown, a really considerable amount, which considerable by meaning it's a very fair amount of 15%. Right, so this is it on the first one. Another one which was submitted to me in between the period and unfortunately didn't have any trade so far. That's why we are putting it into an inactive stage. Is this one? It's on Solana on 2 hours. The net profit is just below 1,500%. Total closed trades is an amazing number if you ask me, just above 500, which is great. Win rate, the percentage profitable, is just below 60%, which is amazing. So we have like 1 win, 1 loss, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 losses, 3 wins, and so on. So overall, we are getting like 1 win here and there above the losses. So it's great, amazing. Profit factor 1.35, great. Maximum drawdown maybe a little high. That's again uh, can be further optimized by reducing the leverage number, or you can spend a little bit more time and optimize the maximum drawdown number itself. Maybe you're going to get like a lower net profit or maybe like a lower win rate, but yeah, that's again something that you guys have to decide if that's something that you can bear, the 31.7 maximum drawdown. Amazing. Next one, which is another inactive one, was submitted to me on this period over here. I think it was one of the skipped ones, which I'm really sorry for the user who submitted this to me, but for some reason it was skipped. I'm going to add you just after the presentation to the Elite Backtesters group. So what we have here is a strategy, one of our newest strategy, the gun arbitrage, which is a free one. Feel free to search it inside TradingView. Over here, just write in gun arbitrage and it should pop up right at the top. It's on Bitcoin, 1 hour. The net profit is amazing, 2,500%. Total trades closed a little lower, but okay, 88. The win rate over 70%, amazing. Profit factor close to 3, which is great. Maximum drawdown, a manageable one, I suppose, just below 19%. Overall, everything is okay. Another one, which would be on Solana. We have a 2 hour strategy, which I believe it was submitted to me like around here. So we had like the exit of a loss. However, there is a new open of this one over here, which is a short. Hopefully it will be a winner depending on depending on which side are you. If you are a Solana holder, you maybe would not like it to go lower. However, if you're trading the strategy, you would like it to go a little bit lower just to cash in the profit. So yeah, again, depends on where you actually are in when you're deciding either to be profitable or not. The net profit just below 950%. The total closed trades, an amazing number, 469 on for 2 hour strategy. I suppose that is great. yeah, the win rate 61.5. That's good. Again, in each sometimes you are getting an extra win whenever you have like a win and a loss, which is great. Profit factor 1.5, close to 1.5. Again, very good. And the maximum drawdown a little high if you ask me, so maybe we can a little bit reduce it depending on the leverage number. It's a little bit high, 41%. Next one, on Solana again, on a very custom time frame, if you were to ask me, 86 minutes. The net profit is amazing, close to 2000%. Closed total trades 432. Very good considering it's like a 1 hour and a half close to it strategy. The percentage profitable 40%. So you would expect the other way around to 60%. Like for example, if you have one win and one loss, you should expect maybe another loss, then another win, then two losses, one win, and so on. Profit factor 1.62, which is great, and the maximum drawdown a respectable one, 22.66%. Everything is okay at the moment. Another one which has been submitted to me, I believe, very recently. That's why it's a bit inactive. However, I have something interesting to show you guys. This strategy is profitable, and the equity curve is somewhat similar to a 1 hour time frame, 2 hours, and 4 hours. That's the only time frames I did check myself. Feel free to also check on your side as well. Maybe it would be profitable on maybe a lower time frame, like 30 minutes, with a little bit of optimizations. And yeah, it's amazing to see strategies that are working on different time frames. Maybe it could work on different crypto coins as well. Who knows? That's why everything that you guys see here goes back to the group. Feel free to optimize it further. Feel free to submit to me. But keep in mind to leave like credit to the original author, which would be Reed. Thank you very much, Reed. I don't know if you are here. Um, yeah, so the strategy is the vector candles, a very popular strategy on either crypto or either forex market as well. Is very used. The vector candles, it's like a very uh, niche smart money concepts category, if you like to call it like that. It's on 1 hour time frame, and the net profit is just below 2600%. Total trades closed just below 500, which is great on 1 hour. The percentage profitable, which is the win rate, is 71%, great. Profit factor 1.4, and the maximum drawdown a little high. Again, you can reduce it with the leverage. You can maybe further optimize it, or maybe change the time frame. It might be working better on 2 hours, on 5 hours, or maybe even a lower time frame. That's, guys, up to you to further optimize. The maximum drawdown 43%, just above it, which is awesome. The next one and the final one, another inactive one. Unfortunately, no trades happened since it was submitted to me. It's on Trendwho, one of our most popular strategies, which is a very recent as well. On Bitcoin, 2 hours time frame, net profit just below 6,000%, which is amazing. Total trades closed 201, a little lower on the 2 hours time frame, but it's okay, I suppose. The percentage profitable is 77%, which is great. Profit factor 3.43, which is amazing. And the maximum drawdown, surprisingly low, I should say, under 20, which is 18%. A great one, if you ask me. So that's pretty much with the submissions I have for you guys over the last week, which is not even a full week, like it's 6 days. Amazing work. Like what? Like a strategy a day. That's amazing. If it's like reliable just once every week, imagine that we have like I mean, I believe since September it's like what, like 5 months. Imagine like having one strategy per week, which tends to be reliable over this period of time. Like, that would be amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The January edition, as I said, feel free to start submitting to me. You have time, I believe, until 6th of February to continue submit to me. I'll let you guys know maybe the next webinar when is the exact final date. It should be 30th of January this month, or maybe 6th of February, depending on how many people are submitting to me, depending if there are people who are like constant contributors who didn't have much time this month, since it's like the first month of the year. Maybe we are we are busy with our jobs and whatever. We are very we are listening to you guys, and of course we can extend the period with 1 week. There is no problem at all with that. Amazing. um, as I said, I'm going to do a short introduction in case there are no questions about what you have seen so far. Let me also check the chats to see if there are any questions. I can find the latest top G strategy on the Daviddtech site. We are going to cover this subject at the end of the presentation. David is also here. We have migrated the website into Discord based on your feedback, guys, based on other third party, let's call them, reasons. We have put everything together inside Discord. We find everything inside Discord. I suppose that's a lot easier. And yeah, I'll let David speak in just a second. Let me just do the short introduction in case somebody has no idea what I'm talking about, the elite backtesters, and we can jump into the strategies subject as well. Hello, hello. I have to have it stream. Please suggest PDF similar instructions for okay. Uh, okay, my monitor again has flickering issues. Let me just do the short introduction for the newcomers, and I'll let David speak about the newest part of the Discord. So the elite backtesters, it's a group which was started by the community for the community. We are optimizing Daviddtech scripts, and not only with the help of Botify. We can throw at Botify basically any indicator which has which is printing on chart any kind of drawing. We can track it with Botify, and I suppose like 99% of the times, depending how the strategy is coded, we can track it. We can basically if there is like a sell point or like a buy point, we can track it. If there is an end point, you can put it as take profit, and you can backtest pretty much, as I said, 99% out of the indicators inside TradingView. All the results that are sent to me are staying in a group. At the end of the month, I'm doing a presentation of the results that have been submitted to me for everybody to follow along. Everything stays inside Discord as well. The goal of the group would be to have one script being optimized on, for example, 5 time frames by 100 people who are putting a 278 hours through the optimizer, which is like an automated process. You don't have to spend all this time, of course, in front of the computer. We can get just above 100 million possible great setups. And yeah, and for the final question, okay, but what's in for me? Again, you're getting exclusive access to this project. What happens in the group stays in the group, and at the end of the month there is a prize pool of $1,000, which are going to the very best people who have, I should say, like the people who put the very best effort into the group. Now, the open discussions. David, are you here? Hello.
Hi, everybody. Okay. Yeah, so there was a couple of questions. The first one was, I believe it was about the boilerplate. There's a 30-day course that's on the website that you can see. I've also got a PDF, which William made, I think, with, not a PDF, sorry, a help section, which allows you, I'll send you directly those messages with all of them. I can see that you're part of the Elite Backtesters group. As part of the Elite Backtesters, you get access to all of the settings that Vlad has posted inside of the Elite Backtesters. And all you have to do is upload those using the optimizer. I'll also send you a video on how to use the optimizer and upload the settings. There's a course on the optimizer. The optimizer, I don't know if you know, is a plugin for Chrome, which works inside of trading. Sorry, it works inside a trading view and allows you to automatically optimize the settings and also allows you to upload other people's settings. Now let me try and share my screen as well at the same time. Home. Just bear me a couple of seconds. Share my screen over here as well. Not that screen, this one here. Move the code off the side. Okay. Okay, cool. Right. Which screen is it? That one there. Go to. Okay, so the optimizer is this plugin here. If you open TradingView, tradingview.com very quickly, and you go to your charts, and you go over to the Elite Backtesters room, you'll find loads of CSV files in there. You can use the optimizer, this tool here, either to optimize them automatically using a bot, so it will go through all of the settings inside of a trading strategy and find the best settings for you. If you're not looking to do that and you want to upload the ones from the Elite Backtesters, literally you download the CSV file and then you click this button here that allows you to upload that CSV file, and it'll fill out all of the values as they should be inside the boilerplate, giving you the backtesting results. So for my ones, if you're looking for my settings, there is a Notion board which has my settings since August in there, and also I'm starting to build this, which I was about to talk to about. So before, guys, we were adding our trading strategies here inside of the Daviddtech website. I'm migrating it over to Discord. The reason being is there's several reasons. Once a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, about a year ago, everything was done from inside Discord before. Thank you very much. Was done in Discord before, and it made things a little bit easier for us to interact with you guys, just answer questions like we're doing today. Vlad's going to share with you a schedule, I think, in a minute. Yes, indeed. I can see it on his presentation, which shows you when Vlad, William, and I will be online to answer your questions in the voice chat. We'll also be in general chat if you prefer. But we'll be mainly in the voice chat on those times of days, so you'll be able to get hold of us often. So if I can bring Discord over here to you for you guys, there we go. So if you go just below the voice channel, you can see add strategies to TradingView. It's a new room. It has all of our trading strategies from the beginning. All of the version 5s. You can see them all here, which correspond to the videos. I will be adding also things like settings in here. You'll be able to see my settings that I used on the actual video themselves. I don't know if that's in the way for everybody over there. You'll be able to see the settings. You'll be able to see the chart that you can use the copy feature from. So if you click on that there and go up to the top and press copy, that means you'll copy not only the trading strategy, but you also copy the settings from the YouTube video as well in one click. So that will add it all for you. You'll also be able to see the video itself from YouTube, so you'll be able to find that easily. And if you want to add this particular strategy to your trading view, you literally have to do a add. And then you find the Fibonacci bot, which is that one there. You click on add and you try add, and then you add your trading view username in there, just like that. It goes away. It's attempting to add it. As you can see, it's added. It gives you a couple of instructions, tells you where you can find some good settings, and tell you it would be self-destruction in 5 seconds. So that now will be added to my trading view. You guys, if you want to add the most recent trading view indicator, you can go here. There's also another, if you want to remove it, I'll go for the remove as well very quickly. Remove, if you want to remove, is the same sort of command there. You want to add all of the trading strategies in one single you go to this topic here, which is add strategies trading view. It's the pinned one. You just go there and you type add underscore all, and then you add your sorry, that's all like that. Then you add your username for TradingView here, and that will add every single one of these trading strategies in one single go. It'll take about 4 hours. The reason being is because if everybody does it at the same time, we're limited to the number of requests that we can send to TradingView in one go. So we just do it in a nice slow fashion of about 20 per every 20 per minute. So yeah, so that will add all of them. It's added to a Chrome, and then the bot will look after you and send you add them all one by one for you. So hopefully that'll make things a little bit easier. Now, like I said, the reason being is so that so we can hopefully look after any questions a little bit better. For you guys, anything that may be important to you, we'll be able to see a little bit more because everything will be more centralized around Discord. We used to do it before in Discord, and it was a little bit easier. It means that William and Vlad can be here all the time as well to answer any questions. And I can get back to also adding things like the features to the optimizer that I've been promising for a while now. But due to the number of emails and things like that I receive, it's been quite hard to uh, look after sport and to be able to develop strategies and also add all of these updates and things like that. So, Vlad, if you'd like to share the schedule, that way we can see the schedule.
Definitely.
Cool. Okay, let me cross my screen. So we're being most days of the week, as we are in the general chat anyway. But the idea is to be in here as well. Let me go over to Vlad.
Keep in mind that the time is the UK time, so GMT.
Okay. Yeah. So office hours means that Vlad, William, or I will be, or Vlad, William, and I will be in the support channel, which is just below this channel. We'll be in voice there to answer your questions. If you want to do it in text, we will reply to you via voice, and you can just ask your questions by text. If there's a problem that needs one-on-one support, like something to do with trigger trade or setting up bots or anything like that, William or Vlad or I myself will jump in to a one-on-one with you outside of that channel so that we can share screens and things like that. So as you can see, pretty much in every day. Monday is I think it's 12 at noon till 2 p.m. No, it's hour by hour. You can see it in front of you anyway. So it's a little bit. I'm just pulled it onto a small screen, so I can't see it very well. The YouTube video, as always, is at 1600 hours with a new strategy or a new setup that I've found. The elite backtesters, like today, we're going to be doing it twice a day on Tuesday. The reason being is there's a lot of people that have sent me an email saying that they can't make this time zone. So we're going to keep this one on as it is. So anybody who's here, don't worry, we'll still be here on a Tuesday at 1 p.m. But we're also going to be doing it at 1700 hours at 5 p.m. As well, so that we can catch some other time zones. Now, it will be pretty much a repeat of what we've spoken about today. So don't expect anything particularly new. It's just so that we can answer questions for anybody at those times. There'll be office hours on Wednesday as well, and I'm going to be doing a sort of a YouTube live late evening on Wednesday. The reason is because I'm building a kind of a clone of myself as a not just myself, but a clone of a developer in AI, which works through Telegram, which allows us to build. What it does is it's a room of developers and quant developers and those kind of things. And it worked that all of these AI, this AI team work together to try and build trading strategies. There's you can input a YouTube video, a PDF file, or give it a description of what your trading strategy should be. It'll go away. It will look at that, download the YouTube video, transcribe it, and then a second AI bot will give clear instructions to a developer AI bot who will develop the strategy in Python. He will then send that developed strategy over to another AI bot, which optimizes it and finds the best settings. And then once those best settings are found or not, it will convert it into Pine script so that you can use it inside of TradingView. And that's all literally from an input of a YouTube video that you guys have found or whatever. So I'm developing that, and I'm going to be developing it live on YouTube, so you can see that. And that'll be on the Wednesday evening. Thursday, it'll be a day of office hours where we just sit in and hang out and answer any questions that anybody may have. And Friday as well. And then we have the new strategy or an updated strategy on YouTube. So yeah. There's a couple of questions. Is it possible to trigger different boilerplate settings dynamically for market conditions? I'm not sure what that means. Is it possible to get the David indicators into Quant Connect? It isn't possible to get the Daviddtech indicators into Quant Connect, but it is something that I'm developing into the thing that I'm talking about at the moment. Quant Connect gives really good backtesting result. Well, a full backtesting paper. For anybody that doesn't know, it runs off of, I think it's Python only. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And yeah, it is something that I'm looking to integrate. I've spoke about it before here with Just Trade. They use Quant Connect as well, and it's something that I'm going to be developing and adding to the AI bot. Yeah, yes, used to. So yeah, we've also looked at Vector BT as well here in the past, which I like a lot as well.
To get like the trading view indicators on somewhere else, it would imply that it should read the trading view alerts, or otherwise you'd have to build yourself like a bot which would like introduce the trading view alert towards another platform.
Yeah.
It's very complicated.
Yeah, we kind of focus here on TradingView. The reason, although I do build things outside of TradingView and personally have bots that are running in Python directly, but TradingView is just extremely user friendly. So everything that I do outside of TradingView, I try to bring here directly into. So anything I do outside of TradingView, I tend to try and bring into TradingView so that everybody can use it. For open interests and things like that, I'm currently in talks with other platforms that allow us to build indicators for them. I need to anything that I build, I need it to be easy and user friendly for anybody to be able to use and be able to connect to the exchanges. I know that Trading View doesn't offer that, but we have been speaking to other platforms where we can build Python Python strategies for them, backtest it using their platform, and it will be something that maybe we'll look into a bit later as we go along.
We really need to schedule another meeting with Bookmap, right?
Yes, another map.
We
Yeah,
need to find the
absolutely.
time.
Yeah, yeah. Beta has sent me quite a few emails. I need to get back to her. Yeah, so hopefully this new January schedule will allow for me to be able to continue adding to the features of all of the things like the optimizer, the incubate.trade. The incubate trade is I had to kind of delay because of to be honest, it was a update on the Circle API. which caused a bit of havoc at the beginning of the year, and nobody could add their strategies and things like that. So I had to spend a bit of time. I had to spend a bit of time building that, so I delayed slightly the launch of Incubate.trade. So now that Vlad, William, and I will be in the voice chat, voice will be easier for us, and everybody will be adding their strategies directly through a Discord. It means that we'll be able to look after support inside Discord, and it will just make things a little bit easier for me to be able to continue coding and adding features for everybody.
When will Incubate launched now?
Let me have a look at the schedules here very quickly. My next live stream, next Tuesday. No, sorry. Yeah, next Tuesday, Marco, will be the next Elite Backtesters. We'll launch it on next Tuesday now that everything seems to be stable back again with the
Wednesday.
adding of. Sorry, Wednesday. Yeah. So, yeah. No, Tuesday's Elite Backtesters, Vlad.
Oh, I thought you mean like the YouTube live.
Live.
You said
No,
live.
live. YouTube live is generally getting. I will be things like I said, it'll be something a bit outside of what I generally do. It'll be AI, how to use ChatGPT to build strategies. It'll be things like that kind of thing. Something a bit different.
It's a bit of a stupid question, I think, but how do you get into the elite back traders? I've only recently joined, so I'm not too sure how that works.
Hi, Danny. Welcome to the group. Yeah, no, it's no problem whatsoever. So the Elite Backtesters is where we sort of all work together to find the best settings. Vlad, can you bring up your screen and show it where it is
Sure. No problem.
on trading? So you literally have to go into Discord. There's a room which is called Elite Backtesters, and it's got a red button which Vlad's about to show you. Maybe.
1 second. I'm
Okay.
having a little bit
I
of
thought you'd
trouble.
gone.
No. I think it's better like this if you guys can see my presentation. I just did like a screenshot.
Yeah,
So
there.
inside Discord, you do have, just browse a little bit down and you have the Elite Backtesters chat room where you have a lot of details on how to join, how is it going, like the whole process, like the whole monthly schedule of it. And then you're going to apply for it and submit your work. And at the end of the month slash beginning of the next one, you're getting access to everybody else's summit.
Okay, thank you.
No
That's
problem. Let me know if you have any other questions through DMs or in the general chat. We always check those.
All right, cool.
So, and anybody that's not part of the Elite Backtesters, please don't be afraid, even if you haven't got fantastic settings. If you're willing to work a little bit at optimizing finding settings, now that could mean using somebody else's and make them slightly better, or those kind of things. It means that you get access to a huge, a larger pool of good settings that are all being forward tested at the moment. And it's just a great way of learning how to optimize and find good settings. Like Vlad said here, it gives us, we're quite a few in the group now, and it's a subset of people that inside the group that are all working hard to try and find best settings. And not only is there is a cash prize, but like I said, you also get a access to everybody else's settings. Now, the current cash the past month was 1,000 USDT, which is separated generally between 4 to 5 people. And this month will be slightly more, which is cool. So each month will hopefully grow.
Another question in the chat of the voice chat. I found some bug when the backtesting TV doesn't take into consideration stop loss amount, exit and log exit. Scanner close. Have encountered it before.
I have found some bug when deep backtesting 2 doesn't take into consideration.
You are tagged with screens and links in Elite Backtesters chat.
Okay. Have a look. in the Elite Backtesters chat. Okay. I'll go for the
Is it a Daviddtech strategy that you find that, or like a different one, or with Botify?
I'll have to look into it. I do not know. I've never seen it before, to be honest.
He said his own strategy.
Okay. I honestly don't know. I haven't. I've got your link there. Let me have a look at the link.
But also about the stop loss. When using a stop loss like 1.88, it's not always using that. That's
I'm looking at it now to see if I can see what the. And this is on the AI network strategy. Okay. So how would that have? Not using trailing or anything like that. I'll have a look after the live stream. I'll copy it across over to my chart and have a look to see why. Those are still testing. Okay, save. And it's on the 30-minute. We're using T3. We're using Trindaloo. And I will have a. I honestly, at first look, I don't know why. I'll have a look after the stream, and I'll try and get back to you with a response for that. And it's got trailing take profit at 72%. So I need to have a look at that then. I will have a look after the stream to give you a full answer on why that would happen. Thanks for pointing it out. I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that.
Two questions. I saw that the different strategies in the elite backtesters have different position size of the account. I understand it's a contest, but I can compare apples to apples. So, okay, regarding that, I think we have talked a little bit about that way in the past. So, okay, maybe with some strategies you are winning more because of the, let's say, portfolio size that you're actually going to risk. So let's say the risk management, but you're also going to lose a lot. At the end, the pretty much a strong bound between the net profit and the win rate is the deciding factor of which strategy, let's say, is considered to be the very best or out of the best. So I do understand your point. However, it's somebody else's strategy that he built. If that strategy is suited for his kind of risk to reward, for me to be able to like interfere and modify his strategy, that will not be his strategy anymore. It would be mine. That's why we tend to leave them as they are, submitted by the users. And with the cash pool price, if there is like any concern to that, in the end, if you are winning one trade, you get like, let's say $20 or $2,000, depending also on of your portfolio size that you're putting into the settings. But when you're losing a trade, you're also like losing $20 or also $20,000. So in the end, the equity curve, or the let's say the relationship between the net profit and the win rate, is the one that is the deciding factor. It's a very limited time. Like for example, you do have strategies which like take like one trade a month or something like that. So it's not the perfect scenario what we are doing, but with feedback, with maybe some more time living that, with the fact that once every like couple months or 6 months or once every year we are doing like a revision of everything and see which one is the best. And we can also like include a little bit of prizes as well, as much as possible. We are trying to keep value and keep the value inside the group. So yeah, I know what you're saying, but in the end, the net profit is pretty much, I'm meaning the percentage, not the number. Like for example, if you're using $1 million and $100, that is the same percentage if you're doing like 100,000 or $10. It's still 10%, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the deciding factor, because only if you're winning 10% and you have like 1% of your capital, that's 0.1, I believe, if my math is correct. We out of or no, it's actually $1 with 10% out of 1%. So yeah, in the end, the percentages are the one that are deciding which one is the best of, or at least the group of the best out of the others. So
We're
yeah,
also looking to add, we are adding prizes after 3 months, the first
exactly,
quarter, maybe
from time
six
to time.
months as well. The 1 month that we're building, finding strategy settings. Generally, we choose the best settings that we've found on how they react on live markets on a month period, which is nowhere near enough. But it's a way of us to interact with you guys and also build this pool of great settings, and hopefully in 3 months your settings that may not have taken any trades in the first month would have taken a couple more, and then you will be re-entered for a second prize as well after those 3 months. So there's the two parts that win in there. So yeah, so it's how it really, because there's lots of settings that have been added which we expected, which unfortunately are overfitted because they are reacting completely in the wrong way on live markets. So that's why we're doing a prize after 1 month, and then one after 3 months, and one after 6 months. So yeah.
Yeah. And the second one, how would you recommend? What are the best practices to set up sub accounts and multiple strategies on the same pairs? Uh,
I do sub accounts myself. Always have. It helps me to separate strategies out between accounts. I can see how they react. I believe that you can have up to 50 sub accounts inside of Bybit. It's just my way of doing things. I prefer to have sub accounts with a smaller amount of money on them, and that way I can see exactly what each of these trading strategies are doing. If it's two different pairs, I can also have two trading strategies, one on ETH and one on BTC. That's not a problem for me. But if they're trading on the same pair, obviously I put them on two different sub accounts. And yes, I would use each if it is on two different pairs, I would use one subcategory, but it would be the same strategy. Uh,
that's like very subjective.
Exactly
For
that. Yeah, yeah,
example,
yeah.
to take a different consideration, I don't use separate accounts or sub accounts for each strategy, because for again, that's me myself that I'm talking. I prefer strategies that have a higher win rate, for example, like 70%. And with the fact, like for example, I have 5 strategies, so at the same time, I'm expecting no more than 5 trades at the same time. If I'm using maximum 20% of my whole capital for each strategy, the compounding effect of the leverage would scale like crazy out of my portfolio. Instead of like having like $10 or for example $20 and use it with leverage, I would use a percentage of my account of $100. So in the end, the leverage effect would scale a little bit crazier, but you're a bit unsure of the strategy. There is a higher risk involved. I'm using also separate accounts when I'm doing the incubation period. So the use of sub accounts or separate accounts is still like valid depending on which side you're doing, live trading or incubating. One of the two is it must happen 100%.
Must we not pay more attention to liquidation? With the
What with
settings?
the conversation that we were talking about earlier in the general chat?
In the general chat, no, in the elite backtesters chat, I posted a few times some screenshots. And
Oh,
Igor
for
did
elite
also.
backtesters, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, it will be something that needs to be a lot more. I'll speak to Vlad as well. It's something that I noticed when I was on the live stream. A lot of settings haven't got the don't trade if above the liquidation. I'll speak to you, Vlad, about that afterwards. We need to check it for all strategies. Actually, it'll be part of one of the rules that we'll add. That it has to be
Yeah,
checked.
it's very important.
Yes, it is something that I didn't think of before, but it is very important. Yeah. So inside of the Daviddtech strategies, there's a button that says if my liquidation line is above my stop loss, don't take a trade, or adapt to the. No, it doesn't. Yeah, don't take the trade. It is important to add that, otherwise, as TradingView doesn't take into account the liquidation. So yeah.
Yes. Buck
Yeah,
trades
good point.
when
Thank you very
stop
much,
loss
Mark.
is before liquidation line. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because too much settings are not using it, and then the results show great, but yeah, then you can
Yes,
have big
not.
problems.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Thank you very much, Marco. Yes, it is something that I noticed on my live stream. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay.
So
No
in
problem.
future, Vlad, when we're adding them, we'll add that as a criteria.
Sure.
And it doesn't work with DCA safety orders. Absolutely, that's very true as well. DCA safety orders was really made more for spot than anything. I suppose it could be, but yeah, it was really made for spot. So it was.
Is it working also with perpetuals DCA?
It
Block
works, but
trades?
unfortunately, like you got said, just said, it's the liquidation line isn't taken into account at all. So it isn't a great way of doing it, especially if you're using high leverage. The DCA could you could end up getting liquidated before you even get into a new DCA. So into a safety order,
Okay.
sorry. So it's something that we need to think of as well. One leverage should be okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
David, did you receive an update from Google?
I haven't, to be honest, Mark. I've been absolutely inundated because of these problems with. First of all, the optimizer went down. The beginning of the year, first of all, the first thing that happened, optimizer went down. Second, then the circle bot went down. So I haven't even sent it back to Google yet. I will be sending it back to them again. Like I said, my idea from today is for William and Vlad to be in giving like support, giving like the general support, things like how do I add my strategies, things like that. What is the elite backtesters, things like that. Anything that's more code wise, I'll still continue. That means I can continue uploading. So like I said in the last stream, my idea is try and free up my time and not build all so many tools, is to really focus on the optimizer, the incubate tool. But I needed to finish up these bits so that Vlad and William could offer the best support possible. So I've fixed all of that now, as you can see. So hopefully I'm back on the optimizer and everything as of today, tomorrow, as such. I just wanted to announce it.
And this new method of adding strategies, will it not give longer issues that the server is not working?
No, because the problem with the circle bot that I made, we did a long time we had the Discord bot adding strategies, and it worked pretty well for a long time. There was at one point where we were adding too many strategies in one go, but that was the only problem we ever had with it. As Discord relies, I tried to make a website so that everybody could see it, because we had a couple of people saying that they didn't have Discord and things like that. So the website's still there, but I'm trying to bring it so that it's almost a secondary place for anybody that hasn't got Discord. The bot works in a completely different way. It's almost as if it's a no code. There's like a server that's pinged all the time, but it's there and it's working all the time. So it's much better than the relying on the API of Circle. So it should start much better. I should have a lot less problems. And like I said, thing is it brings people into Discord, and if they do have a problem, Vlad and William will be there to answer the questions in the live chat all the time. Well, in the voice chat.
Yeah. Any idea when the last Elite Backtester stream will be uploaded?
Yeah, Vlad, you said it at the beginning. It was.
Yeah, I wanted to upload it last night, but for some reason it had recorded me just like half of my another screen, so I need Andra to cut it. She was a little busy earlier, so yeah, it should be updated like in the meantime with this one as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
And we're doing the results. Our results next week, is it right? Is that right, Vlad?
Exactly, yeah,
Yeah, the results, etc. So,
for November.
yes, for November.
Okay. Is there an option to give an overview how we are performing yet with the Elite Backtesters from last month? Are there already strategies that performing for 3-4 months positive, or for example?
Okay, that's kind of one of the ideas that I was going to do on the Wednesday live stream, which I did on YouTube before, was to go through all of the previous or 2 months ago strategies, using the Incubate tool as well, to be able to see how they're performing, all of them, every single one of them that've been sent to us.
Mhm.
For in a particular month, not do like I did last time, because it was like 3 hours long the stream, I think it was, or 2 hours long the stream, and just going through charts with profit doesn't really make sense. So maybe just choose 1 month, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, and go through that on that live stream. Yeah.
What I mean is, for example, show the screenshots. You have all strategies loaded in Incubate, so we can see a screenshot, for example, with sorted or based on performance from last 2 months. So we can see, hey, this is the top performing strategy, made last 2 months X profit.
I can't do it today because I'm not on the right screen, but I can certainly provide a screenshot of the Incubate tool with
Yeah,
the
because I'm
sorted
sure all people are curious how are the strategies that we are making performing.
performing. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
now it's impossible to check that because, yeah, we have so many strategies, and yeah, we have to open them all. And when you can go to the website and show that, yeah, I think a lot of people will be happy when we can see that.
Sure. I agree. I know it's a bit later than I was hoping for, a lot later than I was hoping for, but I think it'll be worth the wait. And I'm still very happy with the way that the elite backtesters are going. We are still going. We're still
Yeah,
getting.
you're happy with the results till till now?
Yes, definitely, without a doubt. When you look at the YouTube channel, the YouTube live stream that I went through, I took a subset. Now, like I said, I did cherry pick some of them. I did remove the worst results for no other reason than I had just so many results to show and share with everybody. And yeah, I would never ever suggest to anybody to trade every single one of them. The best way is to learn to diversify and try and uh, try and choose equity curves that complement each other. Well, no, but yeah, there was plenty of trading strategies that actually gave good results in the over. It's a 3 month period, so I'm not saying they're going to be absolutely fantastic for the next 10 years. You only have to look at the
Yeah,
one or whatever. It was brilliant for a period of time and
yeah.
fell off the wall. So no, I'm not saying that they're going to all be fantastic forever. But the past 3 months, there has been some trading strategies like the trend who that have stood out, and the settings are very, very good. Very.
And we with the website, can we select, for example, the top 10 performing strategies and download all past orders?
Can't download them. You can filter by win rate, profitability, and yeah, win rate, profitability, and when it was added, and
Yeah, but we
things
can't
like that.
download the order list
You can't download. No, there's no download. There's no
because
download.
then it can be easier for people to diversify, for example, or choose strategies that not are opening all at the same time.
Okay, I'll write it down on the list for things to do. It's not part of the launch for the moment because if I continue adding things, I'll never get it launched. So the best thing is
Okay.
for me to launch it and then add the feature afterwards. There is no download. It does download the results from TradingView to a database in internal database, so you can see the results plus the forward testing results or the live trading results. But it doesn't allow you to download those results to your computer.
Okay. But we can do that, of course, manually. But yeah, when
You can
there's an
just copy
option
and paste. I mean, it's in a table, so you can copy and paste it directly into Excel.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can imagine when we have hundreds of strategies, then it can be great to download them all, so we
Sure, without a
can
doubt, it could be a
choose
feature without doubt.
strategies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
because
definitely for
when
a
they
feature.
all open at the same time, yeah, that's not what we want.
You could just set up a macro on your computer to do it. So if it's not automated already, you could have it just loop through the different ones.
Fantastic, thank you, Danny. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be something that I develop in the future without a doubt, if enough people want it. But yeah, there's definitely ways of being able to download them.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool, 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 cool.
For the new strategy, I see it's working. It's on my screen now.
Yeah.
That one is now going. You putting a general message in the general chat, so people know how to add them.
Yes, so I've updated the video on the main website so that nobody can access the old. Well, they can access the old way, but so there's a video on the website so that everybody can see how to add it. I will add it in the general chat after this. It literally was launched 5 minutes ago, so well, 5 minutes in this stream as such. So anybody here knows how to add it. Like I said, my idea is to it was also a part of a conversation with you, Marco. The Discord is quieter now. It isn't quieter because there's less people in Daviddtech. It's because people are not so aware that there is a Discord. I think a lot of people use the website, and it'll be nice to have the conversation with people, answer the questions easily through voice and things like that. So if they're adding the strategies from a Discord, which most people were in the past anyway, it means that we can chat with more people as such.
Yes. Okay. And you are going to paste the YouTube settings on Notion.
Yes, they'll be in Notion, but I will also add them in. I have added them also already into the ad strategy. So I'm going to be adding them not only to the Notion, but also to the page where you add the strategies as well. So you can find them in both places. And if
Okay.
anybody
Yeah, because
finds
I was
any,
checking Notion, but they were not yet there.
no, it's just because I literally just launched this new bot thing.
Okay. But
So
on the website, it is already or not?
no, on Discord, in the Discord room, which is called Ad Strategies Trading View.
Yes, there are the settings also.
Yeah, their settings are there as well. Yeah, and also the copy
Oh,
chart. Yeah. So the
Okay.
idea also is that if anybody finds any great settings that they're willing to share, they can add them there, or want us to deep backtest for them as well. We can also add them there and things like that as well. It's not just an ad bot; it can be used for any conversations as well if they want, but doesn't have to be. The main function is the ad bot and me sharing my settings with everybody. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, tomorrow, I think it is Wednesday tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I will jump in and go through the AI thing that I'm working on with Auto GPT and things like that. So it's David AI. It's a program that allows us to build trading strategies in Python and in trading in PineScript. I'll be jumping in for that as well. If you're not part of the Elite Backtesters, the Elite Backtesters is where everybody shares their best settings together. We build settings together. Uh, there's not only cash prizes, but if you participate, you get access not to, because first of all, you get access to a rookie room and you get access to the chats and things like that. If you participate at the end of the month, you get access to the previous 3 months of settings, and you'll be able to upload those all in one click and be able to see them. There's a new platform coming out called Incubate.trade, which is a trading diary, which automatically, no, doesn't automatically, which connects from a trading view to a database, records all the results of all of these trading strategies on live trading. Sort of, I'm doing air quotations here. It records with the alerts into a database so that we can see how they actually performed after the optimization period to make sure that they're not overfitted, make sure that they are really working the way they should. It has things like simple filters, so you can filter out on win rate, time frames, all of those kind of things, just so that you can see uh, how they perform. No, you can filter out trading strategies to try and find ones that would fit your style of trading. That will be released very shortly, hopefully Wednesday next week, if everything goes according to plan. The reason I said that was because it was meant to be released about 2 Wednesdays ago. So, but yes, will you get access to generate strategies? Yeah, so I think that's kind of 2 questions. Will you get access to generate a strategy using AI and use it? Yeah, so what it is a Telegram bot. It is very, very new. I built something called Baby David AGI a long time ago, about 6 months ago. I think it was maybe even 9 months ago at the beginning of ChatGPT. I think it was version 3.5 at that time, where lots of agents talk to each other and build strategies. It was in Python. It's on GitHub. You can download it and play around with it. But problem is, it had no sort of UI or interface or anything like that. So been working on it over the Christmas period in the background to make it so that it works inside Telegram. And yes, when it's launched, like I said, I'm building it on YouTube. When it's launched as a UI, it will be always open source inside of GitHub. But when it's launched as a UI, you'll be able to enter a YouTube video or a list of YouTube videos or PDFs on books or whatever into Telegram, and it will go away. It'll take the time that it takes. It will optimize, do all of those kind of things, and then it will display the code so you can add it to your own trading view or download it as Python. And hopefully in the future it will do MT4, and you'll be able to choose the code that you want it to download in. It'll do all of those kind of things in the future. That's a really good way of stopping overfitting. Yeah, the Incubate.trade platform is literally a way of us to stop overfitting, because unfortunately it happens to all of us. 90% of trading strategies are going to be overfitted, most probably. Are going to be overfitted. No, most probably about it. They are overfitted. There's lots of them overfitted. I think it's natural and human to want the most profit out of the market, and unfortunately, it happens with a trading journal. We can see even if it performs less than what we expected, if it's still performing well, is it a trading strategy we want to continue trading in real time, or is it something that we just go, okay, move on, next strategy?
Keep in mind that it depends on the way you optimize.
Yes, absolutely. There's better ways of optimizing. If you're new to optimizing, you're going to overfit 90% of the time. If you've been in it for 2 to 3 years, probably if you've been in for 2 years or had the right information from the right people, it's going to be something. It's going to be something you'll learn as you go along. Sorry, I got another question as I come along. Have you got any plans at trying? Okay, so Forex and things like that is something in my long-term plan. The reason I stick to the crypto at the moment is because by itself, it's taking a lot of my time to build all of these projects and things like that. I trade personally crypto only, although I do want to diversify into other things like equities, Forex, whatever. In the near future, in the future, is something that I want to do, but I only have a limited amount of time, so I'm just growing and learning of crypto as I go along. I've been in crypto a long time. Well, a long time. I consider it a long time, but I would like to. We have people in here like Scopes, who isn't here at the moment, I don't think, who's very much into crypto and might be coming back to speak about some live streams about crypto and things like that. And if anybody wants to jump in and talk about crypto, I'm more than all ears, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of people here as well. Sorry, when I said crypto, I meant Forex. Yeah.
And within the elite backtesters, I believe as of now there is a setup on gold, one
Yes.
on stocks, and one on micro stocks. I believe that's the whole number so far. So yeah, in the couple months, just three setups might be low. However, considering that the whole main group of the people started by crypto, imagine like in like 4 months, like happened until now, we're going to have 6 setups and so on, and hopefully they're going to be reliable as well.
Yeah, hopefully in the time. Like I said to Vlad, we will, if needed, find somebody to dedicate the elite backtesters to Forex in the future, so that we can offer that as well, and others as we go along. But it's just personally having time to be able to do these kind of things. We have updated the boilerplate so it works with other things and crypto now, so it is in the future plans.
I will send some indices.
Sorry?
I will send some indices to the elite backtesters.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Marco.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Sure.
That'd be great. I think it just needs like
Yes,
the motivation
it
as
was
well.
my plan last month already, but yeah, so something went wrong.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, yeah. I think it just needs the motivational spur. If some people do it, then it may be like a snowball effect, and we might end up with more than crypto.
Let's hope. I regularly get messages from people that want it for Forex. So I'm sure there are enough people, but yeah, it's probably difficult for some people to get started with some settings.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Even for me, mine's a more of a time thing, is because doing the live streams, trying to trade myself, build the crypto bots and things like that is it just felt like it was too much of a mountain for me to climb, but to add on to the amount of work. So yeah, if anybody's got any setups that they want to share, it'd be great, and hopefully it'll be something that goes along by itself, and we can start building that side as well.
Yes, will be great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. David, I have some questions about two strategies.
Cool.
Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. For the new strategy, the top G,
Yes.
when I went scroll down, then I see in the main strategy settings that we have only two fields for the channel source, G channel source, close, and the
Yes.
G channel length. Is that the only thing we can optimize the length?
Yeah, because I think the G channel that I used was only had those two in it, and then I used the HEMA, which was part of the boilerplate anyway. And then I used the volume flow, which was a part of the boilerplate anyway. So they were just indicators that were already in the boilerplate.
Okay.
And the
I expected much more main strategy settings, but okay.
No, as I said at the end of the video, if you take away the volume flow and the HEMA, the actual strategy of the G channel itself seems to work not extremely well. It's one of the better ones that I found on one single indicator. So
Okay.
as the trading parrot says, if it works with the least amount of indicators possible, that's great. So yeah,
Absolutely. I totally agree. That's also what Kevin always says,
yes,
and how I often start with disabling all indicators and then try to see, okay, if we can come up with good results.
yeah. Well, when we've went through the ABCs and I was adding confluence like it was nobody's business. You can definitely add too much confluence, and if it works, don't fix it, I guess. So yeah, it was just one indicator that which I found on no nonsense forex
Process.
channel. Yeah.
Other question is about the GAN arbitrage
Yes.
strategy.
Yes.
I'm not sure what it's all doing. You have there the option to select main market, and that's primary BTC, which is selected.
Yes.
When looking more lower, and then I see a lot of options for comparing pair.
Yes.
What are those things doing, like the main market and the comparing pairs?
Okay. So what it
Because I
is
see when
is
now a lot of pairs were selected.
yeah.
While optimizing, I disabled a lot, and then I get much better results.
Sure. The
Yes.
idea isn't to add as many as it is. It's just an option. What it does is it kind of looks for an arbitrage. What it does, first of all, it normalizes the volume so that it can be set on a ratio of from 100 to minus 100. So that the two pairs can be compared between each other. If you were taking the price of BTC against, I don't know, SHIB or whatever, you just couldn't. It just is not comparable. It allows you to offer. It offers you a couple of indicators as well. It can take the RSI of both of those indicators, or the momentum, or a standard deviation, or MFI, those kind of things. You can use those indicators. What it does is it takes the value of the main market, so BTC USDT, and then it takes an average of all of those other ones that are below, which you can deactivate, and looks for a kind of like an arbitrage. It looks for when BTC, let's say that BTC is pumping, and we know in general when BTC pumps that certain altcoins, not all of them, Vlad proved it the other day with people, but certain coins have a what's the word? A coalition? No, it's not coalition.
Correlation?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much, Marco. Yeah, and so they generally move in the same sort of way. But Bitcoin can pump before the others and then bring those other ones along with it. So it looks for a divergence between the two. I did a kind of a strategy that works with Bollinger Bands as well that does the same sort of thing when ETH was on the upper band and Bitcoin was on the lower band of a Bollinger Band. Generally, they kind of mean revert to the middle, so you could short on one, long on the other one. This was a kind of a different way of doing things. It just looks for a divergence where BTC is pumping, yet the altcoin markets or a single altcoin is is not pumping, is dumping, and hoping that that divergence is predicting that the altcoin will reverse. Or the other way around. You have the options to play around with it, to see what you can find. And it was something that I read in a book which was called, I can't remember the name of the book, which was by Gann, where he was talking. It's a really old book,
I
1900.
saw it. Yeah, I probably have downloaded that book.
Yeah, and it was a book, and he was talking about the railway stocks and how the railway stocks pump before another stock, and how he was using a divergence between the two stocks, and how he predicted the reversal of the whenever it was reversal, whatever it was. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what it was. And yeah, so it was inspired by that. It was
And
called
was that Weedy Gunn's secret divergence method?
it,
Method?
it wasn't. There is a book also, which is a very small PDF book about it. But the original actual idea comes from the book written by himself, which was talked about inside. What was the book called? I can't remember. I'll try and find it for you. I have a PDF version of it as well. It's about 3 pages in the middle of a book, and I picked it up, like you just said, from the Secret Divergence's PDF book, and read the whole book, and
Okay.
well, the bits come from there.
Yeah, I see it. I probably have that book. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will check.
So it was just something I found interesting. I like
Yeah.
divergences myself, as you probably noticed, and yeah, so.
When we optimize, for example, for BTC, what is your advice for selecting for the main market option?
It depends. Yeah, it depends what you're looking for. But my idea was more why I set it up in that was if BTC is pumping, it's going to take all altcoins with it. So I'm looking for divergences where the Bitcoin is pumping and the altcoin market is dumping. It also seems to predict quite well the BTC tops. So I put in there. Now you can play around with the settings that I already put in there and remove some of them. I really there was things like Matic and Sol where they have kind of their own trends as such. I removed those and it gave better results. It's more Ethereum's and the BNBs and things like that that actually gave me the results that I was looking for on that strategy. But
Yeah, I
it
was
also
curious. With those options, I see a big difference. For example, I now have BTC, then I have selected main market BTC.
yes,
Sorry, I have strategy on ET on ETH.
yes,
Selected main market BTC,
yep,
and the comparing pairs Ethereum, BNB, Matic, and Link. And that made
okay,
for me a really good options. So
cool,
the first two and the last two that
okay,
are
cool.
already in the strategy.
Yeah,
And I
I
was
went.
thinking what to do when starting to optimize for Bitcoin. Do we then also have main market Bitcoin in it, or is it better to change? Maybe you have some experience already.
I haven't got a huge amount of experience on the actual strategy itself. I haven't found something that I'm going to be trading on that strategy myself so far. My idea was more to use Bitcoin, like you said, as the main market set on a different pair, because generally Bitcoin is like the mother that pulls the other coins in the direction. So that was the main idea from the very beginning, was to actually have Bitcoin as maybe the secondary market, and then have Ethereum, whatever it is, as the first market, and see if Bitcoin pumps. Sorry, it'd be the other way around. The main market would be Bitcoin would be on a Ethereum chart, and it'd be Ethereum being in there. See if Bitcoin pumps and takes Ethereum with it, or another coin as such. It was the kind of the idea behind it. I need to spend a bit more time optimizing and looking into the strategy itself. a bit more. It's one that I like. I spoke about it quite a bit in the general chat and spent some time optimizing it, but I need some more time to look more into it.
Okay.
Okay.
I will look all. I was not satisfied, but now I have some nice settings. So
Cool.
going
Yeah.
to
The idea behind it is good, I think. Yeah, I don't know if if everything's a myth behind GAN or not, but yeah, I don't know. Different times, I guess, but than it is today. But yeah, but I did do a strategy a long time ago, which was just a simple open source strategy that I pushed in, which was, like I said, the Bollinger Bands where they meet in the middle as arbitrage, and that seemed to give good backtesting results. But it wouldn't fit into the boilerplate because the boilerplate has to have stop losses and things like that. So
yeah, no, looks a good strategy, but
yeah,
we need to test more.
spends more time on
But
it. Yeah.
not much people speak about it, and I think
No,
there was
yeah.
only one in the elite backtesters setups.
Yes, yeah. It's often the hidden ones like those that end up finding some gems. I mean, you only have to look at Trend Who. Nobody spoke about that one ever, and I mean, and now it's got the most results that we've got, I think, being sent in. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just needs the right person to find the right settings, and it will.
Yes, that's true. Speaking about that, a long time ago, we spoke several times about the optimizer results channel, and that
Yes.
you had it already finished
Yes.
with 2 separate channels,
Yes.
but it's
So
not yet there.
no, I know. I have it in the admin area of Discord ready to go. It was part of this new move that I've moved to adding everybody over to doing the ads. I've whilst building that, I also made it so that it can detect names like the full name and put them into forum threads. I'm moving around Discord as though everybody can see my screen, but they can't. So yeah, it will be in the near future. Near future, we'll have a similar room to the ad slash ad the ad strategies that's got lots of forums, and as optimizations happen, they'll fall into the room where with the name of the strategy.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Vlad, for the great live stream.
Thanks for taking over.
I always do. I'm terrible. I just can't stop talking.
Mm.
Is this being recorded or not?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unless there's any other questions, let's have a look in here. And if there's any other questions.
How many people are already
Set.
in the elite backtesters actually?
I don't know. Let me have a look. We've got to be. Let me have a look here. It's hard to tell because at the beginning of the month there's a lot less. Let me have a look.
They're all
Elite
renewed, probably.
backtest. We're about 80 between the two at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit of recruits and elite backtesters. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's good. It's growing well, and each month it's getting bigger, so that's cool. And I will push it as much as I possibly can because like I said, I do believe it's the best part of the group.
Are there plans to talk about more advanced optimizing actually? Because now there is always a stream optimizing for beginners.
Yes.
Is it planned to pay more attention to more advanced possibilities?
Yes, they could be. I'm working. I've released short courses inside Daviddtech. I did a full sort of like beginners optimization sort of on Daviddtech. I will continue adding to those courses as well, so that everybody can do it, and will do an advanced one as well. Yeah, I definitely will add to those courses. If anybody's got any information they want to add to the advanced courses as they go, like yourself, cool Marco, or anybody else, or any information that I should talk about, or just topics that you'd like me to go through, I certainly will. No problem whatsoever.
It will help a lot of people probably because I see so many settings always with big stop losses and with liquidations, such things. People have sometimes selections like multi-time frame, while they not use that indicator in the strategies.
Okay.
Yeah, really strange things. So sometimes I wonder what people are doing, and sometimes it looks like people are only creating strategies for small money. So yeah, if they have plans to use bigger money, yeah, then they must be more aware about some options they are using.
Sure, without doubt. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's
And yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay.
What I now also mentioned, sometimes people have selections to use multi-time frame while the indicator is not selected, and that's probably something you need to check because sometimes when we disable that, then results can change.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, okay, I didn't
So that's
realize that.
something that may not happen.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for pointing it out. I didn't realize that. I did notice a while ago that you can change it. Unfortunately, in the drop down, I don't have control of that drop down myself as it's part of trading view code. Uh, yeah, it's something that I'm just gonna have to. We did these live streams where I went through last year, beginning of last year, and sometimes I feel as though maybe I'm repeating myself. I did do a kind of a more advanced optimization, which was like 2 or 3 hours long. I will do those kind of things again this year to go through those kind of things as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and the walk forward optimizing, well, when the first version is accepted by Google, then it's really important to pay attention a lot, to pay a lot of the attention to that. To get
Yes.
better performing strategies a long time.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. The optimizer, the elite optimizer group. Also, I hope when people get their strategy settings, they'll be able to use them like you said a long time ago. Use them as a base for their own settings, which means that they don't have to spend the time trying to find those settings, and then they can sort of use them as a base as number one for learning, number two to adapt them to their own trading style, and not just whack them on a chart and go right. I'm going to go and trade this. Here's $100,000, and I'm going to trade it. No, Elite Backtesters is certainly not for that in the slightest. It's more for a base for you to find your own settings and to learn how to find settings and things like that. And when we go through them after 3 months, you'll see we'll all learn things after 3 months. We'll have such a big number of settings. We'll learn certain things from the strategies, like yeah, like it's just noticed that maintenance rate and things like that. They need to be changed when they're fully tested and things like that. People are using different exchanges to remember to go and change the size of your fees to adapt them correctly to your exchange's fees. I mean, some people have VIP accounts, some have the pro accounts, which have higher fees than other people here. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and till now we do only simple optimization. And yeah, that is asking for overfitting. But yeah, that's the downside from TradingView till now. Till
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
we will release the update.
Yes.
And yeah,
Yeah.
when we then do walk forward optimizing or in and out of optimizing, yeah, I'm 1000% sure that we grow much faster and get much better strategies.
I think the quality of better strategies will be better. I don't know if everybody will use it still, Marco, because it's still
Yes, when
time.
people are serious, then they need.
I agree. I agree, but I totally agree with you. But I don't know. I don't know if people want to put the time into doing it themselves, but I hope they do. Yes. I'm not talking about everybody here, but I'm talking about, and like I said earlier, I just hope people don't want to just plonk them onto their chart and go, okay, I'm going to trade this. It's more of a look, adapt it to what you want to trade, etc. So yeah, there was
But
not in the
if
slightest
people are
doing anything.
serious, when people want to make money and are really serious, then that's the only option.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's really needed. They need to, and yeah, now most people are probably unaware, and yeah, it's to us to tell it,
Yes.
to share it, and yeah, so that they be aware. And yeah, probably a lot of people are beginners, and yeah, then it's also difficult for them. So I can understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
but
consider us to be one of the more totally serious. I mean,
yeah,
strategy. I mean, even the remarks that you got, there's written over here about the maintenance rates of 0.5 on Rune. It's 2%. Nobody else would talk about that in their group, and yeah,
yes,
I hope that those kind of informations, kind of informations. That's not very good English. Kind of information is it's here that people are going to learn those kind of things because it's very important. It is very important, especially when you're
yeah,
leverage trading, especially when you're bot trading. I don't know if it's more so than when you're manually trading, but yeah,
yeah, and so the sleeper says. So I'm really happy that Igor is mentioning it a lot to us.
he's
So so
brilliant,
so
absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, Igor. If I had the
yes,
soundboard, I'd
absolutely.
clap
Thank you
him.
very much, Igor. Yeah,
Here we go.
well, it's important. We may be happy with such people.
Yes,
So absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. There's we meet every year new people, and a couple of people have been absolutely fantastic since the beginning.
Yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
thank you, Igor.
Thanks, guys, for everything again.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for participating, everybody. Nice to see so many people in the new year. Yeah, if anybody's got any closing questions before we leave you, that's it for me. And Vlad, have you got anything?
That's so far for me as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much,
David,
everybody.
you are so sorry, David. So
No.
you're going to watch the points mentioned by Igor for the stop losses?
Sure, yeah, I've got it up on my screen now.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
great.
ready to
Thank
go.
you very much.
It's the AI neural network one that he sent me, so I will
Yeah, and
have a
the
look
other
through.
post that he also did for
Yes, yeah,
the 1.88 stop loss.
yeah, absolutely. I will also personally be. I know I haven't been in for the past well, I have been in, but I just haven't been as active as normal in the general chat and things like that. It's because of the problem I had with the ad bot. I will be back in talking to everybody daily from the morning to the evening. In general chat if anybody's got any questions. And Vlad and William will be in the voice chat daily as well. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Thanks
Okay,
guys.
for
bye, guys.
the stream. Take care,
Bye.
everybody. Nice speaking with
Bye.
everybody. Bye.